Drones are making international headlines in more ways than one. In Paris, there have been 2 sightings of a mysterious drone capturing footage during the evening, which is illegal in France, even with a license. Officials think the unknown drone user is only perpetuating the creepy drone user stereotype if they choose to remain unknown.
It's just very scary. You know, makes me miss the days when men didn't need to hide behind technology to be creepy. Besides, I think my angles are better from the ground.
The Federal Aviation Administration seems to be a little more chill than previously thought. Some of the proposed rules only require that drone users be 17 years old and obtain an FAA UAS certificate to operate a drone under 55 pounds. The new set of rules are up for public comment.
Maybe someone will finally get me the Phantom on my Amazon wish list.
I wouldn't hold my breath. I'm going to propose a rule that the FAA requires you, Amy, to get me a drone.
We've got a drone enthusiast and City College student, Luca Tyre, in the studio today.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, how do drones work?
Okay, honestly, a couple months ago, I didn't know anything about drones. And now, because of an assignment that we need to do, and I got to know more than a little. Basically, you can get really good footage.
Some really amazing footage.
Yeah, it's definitely a good things to use for different kind of shooting. After a while, I got to know how to control and how to use that kind of machine.
Nice.
And it's definitely a good things to have. Quite expensive, but
of course.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Luca.
Thank you.
And now we're going to cut to film shot on drone.
This amazing aerial footage was filmed using a drone. The drone has become wildly popular in the past few years. Its popularity is growing exponentially. There are many who share the enjoyment of flying drones for their work or as a hobby.
I love this thing. I am an avid and a passionate filmmaker. I love these things. When this thing came, I was so excited because this revolutionizes filmmaking as we know it. So, for an avid filmmaker like me, this adds a lot of dynamic cinematography, clips that I could have never managed to get. So, for those people who are into films, this is a godsend equipment, and it is affordable, and it's very simple to operate. Well, listen, when you make a shot and add this in your film production, it adds value. These things makes money shots. I attached the Hero 4 on a gimbal. It's a 3D axis gimbal. So this gimbal kind of turns and tilts the camera, and when it's turning, it gives a nice smooth when it's turning. And also when I'm flying and I want to fly down, I can just tilt down the camera from my remote control.
There are a few things drone operators should keep in mind before their drones start flying. Here's what you should know. Keep drone flights within your visual line of sight and below 400 feet of altitude. Closely monitor your drone's battery charge and distance from you. When the battery strength drops to 60% of maximum, it's good advice to start the drone's return trip home. Power lines are dangerous obstacles and may disrupt communications with drones.
I'm a student at City College of San Francisco. So this is my drone Sima X5C. Came with a built-in camera, which is not the best camera, but it takes decent pictures and videos. The drone is extremely easy to fly, and it's actually very easy also to repair in case of damages. So let's see how it flies. I'm a beginner drone user. I'm still learning. As of today, I use my drone only as a hobby. I like to fly it around the parks and take some amateur videos and pictures. But in future, I'm planning to upgrade it and take more serious videos and pictures.
The wind can change the flight direction of drones and increase its battery usage. Be aware of local no-fly zones where drones are prohibited from entering during flights.
My name is Alexandra Picovet. I'm the spokesperson for Golden Gate National Recreation Area and the National Park Service. In national parks, drones or unmanned aircraft should not be flown. We've always had 2 locations where radio flyers, unmanned aircraft, could be flown. One of them is at Fort Funston. It's very near the hang glider platform. And you can fly there when there are no hang gliders in the air. The second location is up in Marin. It's north of the Mirror Beach Overlook, near the picnic area. So here at Golden Gate National Recreation Area, we're the most visited national park in the country. We have more than 15 million visitors each year. So at Alcatraz, for example, someone was flying an unmanned aircraft from a boat over Alcatraz, where there were about 3,000 people assembled on the boat dock. So had that crashed, it could have actually injured people. The other problem is that unmanned aircraft, drones, flush wildlife. A lot of times people are trying to video the wildlife, but actually these are nesting birds or wildlife that's protected by federal laws. And so what we are trying to do is keep people safe and to keep the wildlife safe while the FAA determines the best way to include this type of use on federal lands, including national parks.
Try to keep at least 25 feet away from people and structures. Stay 5 miles away from airports. Fly your drone safely. Fly responsibly.
That was a very informative piece on drones.
I really want one now.
What for?
I mean, so many things. I could check out my cute neighbor. I could. Sorry. You should see my neighbor, though. She spends a lot of time by the pool.
Obviously, you didn't learn anything from the last segment. Speaking of drones, they make a villainous cameo in our IDTV exclusive sci-fi short, The Juneflower Chronicles. A micro-budget feature was written and produced and directed by a CCSF student in hopes of creating an ongoing sci-fi web series. Without further ado, check out the first snippet of The Juneflower Chronicles, Episode 1.
Best get out of here, kid. You don't want any of their friends showing up.
Wait, where are you from?
Somewhere far away.
Like, from beyond the mountains?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright, I gotta ask you, mister. Why is it that the buzzards don't attack you?
It's because I'm charming.
No, I mean... Is it because of that lightning gun you have?
Wait a minute, you've seen guns before?
Yeah, at the colony. I mean, they're only allowed to guards, but...
Colony, huh?
Yeah, the colony. We have cows and fields, and there's a lot of us.
Well, this gun shoots something else.
Yeah, it shoots lightning bolts.
But that's not the reason why the buzzards stay away from me.
Then why is it?
Well, it's because of this thing right here.
What is it?
It's a scrambler. Keeps me invisible from the buzzards.
Looks like a piece of plastic to me.
You don't believe me?
Oh, you're one of those goddamn shipheads.
My whole family are made up of ascenders. It's our belief that one day we'll reach for the stars.
Right, that's what you call yourselves.
What's wrong with our name?
Nothing, it's just a damn ship.
But it's the only ship in the sky. It's the only thing in the sky other than the sun and the stars.
Look, kid, there are 100 ships out there.
No, you're kidding.
I kid you not, kid.
Well, then how do you get up in one?
Well, kid, you and all your relatives want to get up on that ship. But have you ever thought about the fact that maybe the ship can't hold all you guys? And what if the people on the ship can't even help themselves?
Wait, how do you know all of this?
Man, you guys are so damn stupid. I'm going to sleep.